Good morning, Larry. Rinalia Abdul Rahim, Internet Community. I know you're not responsible for the NTIA anymore.
That's true.
But I am interested in your insight regarding a recent course of action from the NTIA, which is to issue a notice of inquiry that poses certain questions about the state of Internet policy. It's like a public comment, essentially. And one of the things that it's asking for is about the effectiveness of the multi-stakeholder approach. And under that set of questions is a question about rewinding the IANA stewardship transition. And I got a little bit upset about that because the global internet community spent 2 years working on that, and my understanding is that it was a consensus effort. And I would be interested to know your insights on what would be motivating that from the NTIA, whether that is a signal for the US government to withdraw from being a collaborative actor and supporter of the multi-stakeholder approach. Thank you.
So I don't have any insight into what's going on inside NTIA right now, but on your question, the IANA transition cannot be unwound. It's happened, it's done and over, and there is no feasible scenario I can devise that would allow the US government to anyway go back on that. I understand if you read the newspaper that there may be certain people in Washington who disagreed with the transition going forward and may still be hanging on to that opposition now almost, 2 years after the fact. I think you have nothing to worry about in that regard. The idea of issuing a notice of inquiry is quite common in government agencies in Washington. It helps set the agenda for the agency based on the comments they get. So I wouldn't read anything in particular to the idea that they're asking about the multi-stakeholder process generally. And I think if anyone is so motivated, I would encourage them to respond to the notice with a set of comments that very robustly defends the multi-stakeholder model and very much reaffirms what I just said, which is that the IANA transition is a fait accompli and can't be unwound and would be incredibly unwise to even try.
Thank you. That was a very clear answer.